Hey everyone, so I'm back again with another video. This time around I have some more retro video game pickups to show you guys. First off, I just want to say I'm going to try my best to avoid showing you guys this big, gigantic red eyesore on my nose right here. So I'm going to try to stay in this position or straight on so it's not as noticeable, just so that you're not staring at it throughout the entire video. But other than that, here are the pickups. I'm going to start out with my sort of disappointment of this set of stuff. I went to the Value Village that I usually go to. They had, surprisingly, two N64 controllers. One was standard gray color, like the light gray, and the other one was another jungle green N64 controller. It was $5.99, so I went ahead and grabbed it. Not realizing though, and I really should have checked, but the stick here is not only loose like that, it's not terribly loose, but it's also very stiff to move around, so something really bad must have happened in there. So I'm going to have to try to figure out a way of fixing that, otherwise I'm out $6. Let's just put that off to the side. Next up, I went to Game Mania. It's a store here in Toronto. I go there every so often. Took a look around, and I saw this one Super Nintendo game. Now, I saw a couple other games as well, other games I was kind of interested in, but they were pretty much out of my price point at the time. This here, I believe, I paid somewhere between $5 and $10 for it, but I honestly can't remember for the time being, because I got this game a few weeks ago. I just haven't been finding much lately, so it's been some time in between each of these items. But it is the first Samurai for the Super Nintendo, and it was cartridge only, of course. There's some sticker residue on the front there, and some damage to the label on the back, where there used to be a Blockbuster sticker. But otherwise, the label on the front is in pretty good condition, and it's a pretty enjoyable game. It's just really hard. It's basically a platformer where you play as a samurai, but it's really, really tough at points, but it can be very easy once you get the hang of it. Next up, I went to Video Game Center, I believe is what it's called. It's a small chain of stores here in the city. They have 3 locations that I am aware of, but they could have more for all I know. I bought a couple of things there because they're having lots of sales right now. Not huge sales, but they have a lot of things listed at 10 and 15% off. And a couple buy one get one sales. These though, they were just priced cheap, so I went ahead and grabbed them. They are a couple of NES games. The first 2 are Tengen games, and they're nothing too special. It's just RBI Baseball and RBI Baseball 2. I paid $2.99 for that one and $3.99 for the sequel. And they're in really good condition. It sucks that they didn't come with the sleeves or manual or the box or anything else like that. They were just cartridge only, but they are in very good condition and very clean. And the other game that I got was Paperboy. And this one, even though it's a very clean and nice copy of the game, it was priced at $6.99. Not that you can really tell, but $6.99 was a little more than I would have been willing to pay for this game, but it's in very good condition and plays perfectly fine, so $6.99 is fair enough. But I did find something else that day that was a ridiculously good deal, considering that I already had the box for the game. That's going to be in another video, though, so look forward to my 6th Gen video game pickups video. That will be coming out sometime after this one, featuring a Game Boy Advance game that I was really lucky to find. But yeah, that's for another video. Right now, the last 2 items that I have here have a very sort of stupid and sad story behind them. Uh, Basically, I don't go to Goodwill all that often because the closest Goodwill to me is in a pretty cruddy neighborhood, and they don't usually have all that many good games there. Every so often, they'll have a couple of like mid-range games for the original Xbox, PS2, and one time years ago, I found a couple of decent GameCube games. But their prices are all over the board. I've seen things like a PS2 Gun Con for $40 for it was something like $40, but I see things there that are obscenely priced, and I can't believe it sometimes. Now I went there just because I was taking a bus through the area, and I decided to stop since I had a little bit of extra time. So I stopped in to take a look, and I found a couple of PS1 games in their display case, and the price that I saw on the top, it confused me. I didn't know what to think. Basically, at first I thought it said $3.03, but it turned out that it said $30.03, and I thought, wait, maybe they had a system and the games, and the system sold separately. Somebody bought it for $30 and left the games behind. Who knows what happened, but they were priced at $30. I looked at each individual game, and all of them with their red sort of crayon thing that they write on them. Sorry to show you guys them beforehand, but with the red crayon, they all said, each and every case, $30.03. And I thought to myself, that can't be right. So I go over to the cashier, who says that they will speak to the manager and blah blah blah. One person speaks to another person, to another, and then to another. I basically end up getting a fairer price on these games. The woman who changed the price changed them to just $3.03, which I thought was a perfectly good deal. I looked around, couldn't find anything else, so I grabbed these two games, Soviet Strike and Motor Tune Grand Prix. Now, the cases themselves, the parts that no, this one here is perfectly fine, but I think it was in the Soviet Strike game. Let me see. Yeah, the part that actually holds the disc in place is completely broken off, so the disc doesn't stay securely in there. But yeah, I found these two games, a couple other basic games like Gran Turismo and Driver. So they're games I already have, so I didn't bother with those. But I take them to the register, and it's another person working at the register, this little old lady. Before I could even say anything, like, I didn't get a chance to say anything to her at all, she punches these in at $2.02 each. So I ended up paying $4.05 for them, since there's no pennies anymore. And I wasn't going to say anything. She pushed them in at that price. Believe me if you want to believe me or not. I have no idea what's going on at Goodwill, either for my benefit or theirs. I don't get it. I don't know what to say, really. But I got those for $2 a piece, and $2 each on those I thought was a good enough deal. I know absolutely nothing about this game here, but I'm assuming it's some kind of a war sim, something like that. And then Motor Tune Grand Prix is obviously like a cartoon, like Mario Kart ripoff. So it should be worth a couple of laughs at least, a little bit of distraction, and hopefully it's worth at least the $2 that I put into it. By worth, I mean worth my time at least. But yeah, that's what I got. I got 6 more games for the collection, six more games for the collection, and a busted controller that I'm gonna have to try to fix up. Sorry, this video is a lot longer than I expected it to be, over 10 minutes already. Anyways, as always, leave comments in the comment section below. Anything you'd like to say, comments, questions, suggestions, ideas, anything at all, I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Check out my Facebook, Twitter, website. They're all linked in the description below. And that's it. See ya.